Hello, guys. What's good? Hi. So today I'll be reviewing Liverpool's win against Gala. Here we go. So Liverpool demolishes Galatasaray. I feel like it was a game. It could have been like 10, 12, 8-0. Like they really walked over them. They showed levels. Their play was intense. It was a totally different game from the first leg where they lost. They came back and they showed levels. They could have been a bit more clinical, but uh, Liverpool really showed their quality and why they're one of the more experienced teams in the Champions League. They haven't done as well as last year, but they've also faced a bunch of challenges, personal things, and I think this time around, like with this like squeaky bum time at the end of the season, they might just be coming together and trying to accomplish something in the Champions League because the league title race is almost decided, and I think that their team will come together. Their group is going to come together and try to accomplish something big in the Champions League. So Szoboszlai won the man of the match. He's been performing very well even since the start of the season, regardless of the position or wherever you put him. He's always creating chances, always getting himself involved in the final third. One of my favorite players to watch, a player to watch uh, in the following seasons, and as his role grows, he's gonna be one of the guys that gets remembered for this decade and this era. He's very underrated for his ability. I think it once he starts getting more stats, people realize just how good he is. But it's one of those guys that you have to watch him to understand how good and how impactful he is. He plays multiple positions. He's smart. He's aggressive. He gets involved. He's great on set pieces. He's the modern day footballer, and he's really been doing good. And hopefully he stays fit. Uh, Before the game, the manager and the players were getting booed because of Liverpool's form and their loss at Galatasaray. This is totally understandable. The standard at Liverpool is very high. They're a top club. They're one of the best clubs in the world, one of the best clubs in England, if not the best. And you just have to respect it. You have to understand that this is the standard at Liverpool. You're expected to win. You're expected to perform. And now you have to be at the level, and if you're not at the level, maybe they're looking at different options. But I think Arne Slot has done a good job at managing all these situations and this pressure, and hopefully for him they keep on doing well and they improve. Like the things they did to Galatasaray, which just shouldn't be allowed in football. It's unbelievable. Like they just whooped them. They just showed them levels. They spanked them. They disrespected, like on the pitch. That it was only one. There was only one team the whole time. I can say that there was only one team on the pitch. That Gala, like they were a shell of themselves. I thought that they were gonna give us a show, but we did not see anything. I didn't see anything positive. I didn't see much, to be fair. Uh, and Soboslai, like he said, like he said in his post match interview, that he kind of like took it personally, him and his squad members. I feel like that's why he said it. Ekitike said it, that they kind of took it personally. They kind of took it a certain way, that when they came out there, they only had one intention. Their only intention was to demolish and to show levels to this team, to Europe, to make people aware that this is still Liverpool. Other than that, Mo Salah got his 50th goal in the Champions League on the same night as Harry Kane. This is a big achievement for him. Mo Salah has been struggling, but he hasn't really been struggling. He just hasn't scored as much, but he's still Mo Salah. You still have to respect him. You still have to give him his flowers. He's still a club legend. He's a Prem legend. He's one of the greatest players to ever play the game. He's probably the best player. He's probably like the best Premier League player. Let's talk about facts. Like he's up there. If you have Ronaldo, Hazard, you have Kane, you have Alan Shearer, you have Henri, and you also need to put Scholes in. You put Rooney. Mo Salah is up there with them. Statistically speaking, he's ahead of all of them, almost all of them. Like, so you have to respect Salah. You have to respect what he's done for your club. And I don't want to see him leaving the club at the end of the season. I want to see him going on and possibly retiring at Liverpool as a club legend, as a hero, and probably winning one or two more Prems and being considered the Premier League GOAT. So this is the sequence of the first goal. Liverpool goes for a corner. Ekitike and a couple players, they kind of act like if they're going short, the defenders kind of go for the bait, and instead of it being short, it's a low corner, and Szoboszlai is already ready and anticipating to go and put it in the back of the net. There's that space. They left a lot of space on the top of the box. There's no one guarding that area. They gave Liverpool too much. Liverpool's players are doing a good job at stopping Galatasaray's players to get into that pocket of space, and Soboslai is on his feet, ready to accelerate and ready to strike the ball. And this is something. This is typical training ground stuff. This is stuff that I'm sure they worked on in the training ground, and it's good to see that teams are applying this and that their trainings are applying and translating to the game. Like I said, it's training ground stuff, but it's execution. Soboslai is world class in his position. He's world class at executing these free kicks, all of these things. He's a superstar. It's really good to see him finally reaching the levels he had when he was at Red Bull. Like what was expected of him of achieving. I don't think necessarily everyone thought he would be this good, but he's really excelled, he's really improved, and it's nice to see him finally getting to that level. So Gravenberch gets the ball, he plays it into Soboslai. Soboslai is open, he has his eyes open, he sees the areas where he can create something. He decides to see where he has more players. Most of Liverpool players are not on that left side of the pitch. There's a lot of space in that side. Ekitike is looking at Soboslai. Verts is looking at him. They're all facing the play. Mo Salah's facing the play. Uh, I think Frimpong is facing the play, and they all decide to start making runs, start making movements, and try and open up passing lanes and trying to help him break the lines, and they're giving him passing opportunities. So Soboslai plays it in, he slips it in well to McAllister, he breaks the line. McAllister sees uh he sees Ekitike and he sees Mo Salah doing runs. Ekitike is making a J run, a curved run. There's two options to play it to Ekitike, and there's one option to play it into Salah. The Salah option is very hard, and it takes a lot of quality to split it into that small pocket of space. I think the Ekitike pass, if he were to pass it through the two CBs, would be one of the. It's still a hard pass, but it would be the preferable option. But he plays it in to Mo Salah, and now Mo Salah can either go in a 1v1, but Mo Salah is left footed. The defender would most likely kind of block his shooting angle, and he'd have to shoot with his right foot or try to slow down to cut in and shoot with his left foot. So he sees Ekitike, he has his head up, he doesn't have his head down. He sees a pocket of space and a danger area in the box and will play it into Ekatike's path. Ekatike times his run to a T. He stays on side. and he finishes it with a nice cross shot. It's a cross shot, but he finishes it with his instep, and it's a nice quality finish. He's been on a roll. He's been scoring a bunch of goals. It's nice to see him finally getting that level where at PSG he wasn't really given the chance, and finally now at Liverpool he's given those opportunities. He got his big break at Frankfurt, and it's good to see him now shining at the brightest stages of Europe. He's a top player. He'll probably make the squad for the World Cup. Hopefully, he can start and show why he can become the best number 9 in the world. So, guys, not even a minute after scoring, Liverpool is already pressing and in transition. This is the stuff that we talk about. This is the stuff that you have to do as a team, as a unit. Like, they're already trying to win the ball back. Liverpool and their gegenpress, I think it's evolving. It's becoming something else, and it I think they also kind of changed and adapted to what other teams like PSG are doing, and it's good. This heavy metal football, this flow, this type of aggression is what football needs. They're already winning the ball back right after scoring, and all of their forward players are already making runs forward. They always have this. They have this forward mindset. They want to go forward. They want to attack. They want to create. They're aggressive, and this is how you have to play. You have to press. You have to be quick in transitions, and as soon as you win the ball, there's statistics that say that as soon as you win the ball, in the next 10 to 15 seconds, there's a high chance of you scoring. So teams should always look to try and win the ball as soon as possible. So Verts has the ball and he slips in Mo Salah. It was a quality pass. It would have been a great pass. It was a great pass, a great assist. Mo Salah keeps himself on side. He does the right thing. He doesn't rush himself. Mo Salah strikes it perfectly first time. It's a great intentions. He was probably able to probably control the ball and try and slot it in one of the corners, but he I think he tried to get the goalie by surprise, and the ball was played in the air, so he would have lost time if he tried to completely control it maybe, and he went for the instinct finish. The goalie made a big save, but as you can see, 3 Liverpool players are already making runs into the box to try and get the rebound. So Gravenberch gets the rebound and he scores the goal, nice team goal, nice press, nice transition, great movement from their team, great aggression, and this is why like you don't want to play Liverpool. Like it's one of those teams that when they're on their day, they don't stop harassing you. They don't stop pressing you. They keep on going. They're a challenging opponent, a challenging team, and this is why they're in my top 10 teams in power rankings in the world right now. So now this is a nice situation for a winger. This is the type of spaces you want to be in. Verts plays a pass into Mo Salah. Mo Salah controls it. They do a nice 1-2. He plays it back. Verts has that forward mindset. Ekitike has that forward mindset. They're dragging the defenders with him. A nice little back heel from Verts back to Mo Salah. Mo Salah takes the ball, cuts in, uses momentum, and he bends it far post. Like this is just a class finish. It's a nice shot. It's good to see Mo Salah scoring these type of goals again. He's a world class player, one of the best players in the world, and I'm just happy to see him score, flourish, and get his 50th goal. This is big. It's amazing. You could just tell the love and respect that the Liverpool players have for Mo Salah. He's a legend. Look at Szoboszlai. He's hugging him. He's happy for him when he finally scores his goal. Mo Salah is unselfish. He's pointing at his teammate. He's thanking him for the great 1-2, for the great pass. He's happy for his team. He's leading the group. He's one of the leaders, and he wants to help Liverpool get its seventh Champions League title. And I would like to see what plan they have and how they'll go about getting to this new milestone. So what's next for Liverpool? They all doubted them. We all doubted them. They weren't playing the best football, but like we've seen in the last couple of years, sometimes playing that a certain brand of football does not always guarantee winning. You have to go about it and kind of do your job. You control the controllables, you put in the work, and this is how you get this type of results. The score doesn't do justice to how well they performed, which is crazy to say because they still won 4-0. They had a clean sheet, a great team performance. Um Arne Slot might have the solution for the rounds to come. I'm saying that Doomsday is near. Liverpool will eliminate everyone. They will terminate. They will terminate everyone. They will come for everyone. No one has a solution for this Liverpool team when they're in full force. There's no answer. When a team is pressing like that, when a team is a unit, when a team has all these scoring options, all these creating opportunities, and they have all these mechanisms, there's no way for you to be able to find a solution. And you just don't want to let them get to that level where they're playing their best football again, because it's going to be extremely hard for you to stop them. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.